Tottenham won, Watford bottom of the league, winless. Watford won as well. We can't even beat Watford at home. Another unconvincing performance with Alex. You know, you wanted a reaction after the international break, after heavy defeats to Brighton and Bayern Munich. What do you think of the performance today?
Newcastle, Colchester, Bayern, Brighton, Watford. You know, the death tally goes on, I suppose, of games that are just terrible. It's just terrible at the moment. I don't know what's happened. Something that I have criticised Poch a lot for is that first half tactics can be so poor at times. When I saw a team use, say, 3 at the back, really, against bottom of the team Watford.
There were a lot of calls for him to reshuffle the defence, and he did that a bit today.
Yeah, okay, but you still got the same defenders there, going to make the same old mistakes, aren't there? You know, you look at Rose, awful on international duty. He gets a start against the massive. It was a massive game today. The easiest 3 points all season, in my opinion. What's the bottom of the league? You know, this team is sapping the life energy out of me. The excitement of coming here and watching Tottenham play. Past couple of seasons have been amazing, but it's so clear that this team's dead.
Did you criticise Pochettino for not starting with Son then today? He clearly had an impact when he came on.
I criticise him for, I'd say, sure, Son, but his impact was limited in the sense that I feel after he hit the bar, just a bit after he came on, I think he faded away actually, quite a bit. Ndombele, why wasn't he on? I can sort of understand, I'm sure he's played a lot, maybe don't start him. Sure, okay, it's Watford. But you got to bring him on earlier in that. It was so clear Winks was having a horror show. To me, passing it sideways, backwards, sideways. At least he plays forward passes Ndombele, and that's what happened when he came on. When he came on, yes, he has a mistake in him defensively. I accept that, but I feel that Ndombele I love how he just makes us go forward more. And so much that game was just passing it around the back 3 in the first half. That first half was diabolical. I haven't seen us play like that since Brighton.
But if we can't even beat Watford, who are currently bottom of the league, they haven't got a win in the league this season. They lost 8-0 a couple of weeks ago to Man City. But I think the most worrying thing about today obviously the result's extremely worrying, 1-0 home to Brighton, but we barely created a chance apart from hitting the bar. Even the goal we scored was extremely fortuitous, and on a better day, if Watford were more clinical, they would have won this game 2 or 3-0.
Yeah, and that's purely because, Christian Eriksen, we all know he's got a lot of problems, right? Now, people are saying you've got to get rid of him in January, and there was a debate to be had there, but Ali doesn't give creativity. He just doesn't. All our creativity is going to be relied upon.
It was a big game for Ali today, starting after all the talk of, him dropping commercial deals to get his form back for Spurs. I know he ended up scoring the equaliser, but were you impressed with him today?
Oh, that wasn't him. It was fair enough. It was a good angle. He got the goal from. That wasn't him. He didn't create that chance, though. He didn't make that happen. That equaliser, it did fall for him, and it was Watford's mistake at the end of the day. Reality is Watford should have won that game 3-0, and Ali, he's not. People are saying, oh, Ali is an attacking midfielder, he'll fill in the same position. It's not FIFA, right? Not every player can just create like someone like Eriksen can. Granted, Eriksen isn't in the team. Yeah, okay, maybe he does have a dead leg, or maybe it's other reasons. But you just have to have creativity within a team, especially the kind of team that we are, or I don't think it falls into place. And creativity is something that we've been lacking all season.
So who do you think is most at fault for today's result? The manager or the players, or what would you put it down to?
Equal, actually. I think Pochettino in the first half got the tactics wrong. As I think I've said a lot this season and in the previous season as well. Well, last season, you think back to the game against Ajax, I think that was the last time we played 3 at the back, if I'm not mistaken. In the first half, in the home leg first half, we played 3 at the back, and it went awfully then as well. And people were asking for it to be shaken up, as you said, but I don't think that was the right way to do it. 4-2-3-1 is I think go back to the original philosophy which made Poch's name, and that was the 4-2-3-1. But again, we're talking tactics here. It's not all about tactics. Player effort is vital, and I struggle to believe that the players are leaving everything out there on the field. I mean, today's result was awful, but 3-0 against Brighton, 7-2 Bayern. I don't know what we can do. Pochettino goes,
What's going to happen? What's going to change to turn this result, to turn this around? Can you see us turning it around?
Well, Pochettino doesn't think we should get anyone in January. Now, granted, maybe that's because he feels, wait, when has he ever criticised our players, Pochettino? He never does. But surely, maybe just have a pop at one of them. Like, I'm just lost for words, to be honest, because, and look, some people are going to turn this game into a positive, naturally, but if we scored first and they scored in the 80th, the atmosphere around here would be a lot more, a lot worse. Toxic, I was going to use. And
any positives for you from today?
Glimpses of what we actually can do, I think. Players like Ndombele, players like, well, Alderweireld defensively was good in parts, but Tongan's lost the art of pace. I know we're meant to be going about positives, but it's hard to just not get into negatives, you know? I think that Lamella, when we're on the front foot, after we scored that goal, it was like the Tottenham of old, wasn't it? Crowd behind them. For five whole minutes, we got our Tottenham back, didn't we?
I thought the stoppage time was a bit of a disgrace, to be fair. The stoppage time, 4 minutes. I thought we waited 4 minutes just for the VAR decision.
It was, and what happened with that VAR? It was so, I don't know what happened there. But 4 minutes stoppage time, yeah, ridiculous. Should have been more. But to be honest, did we deserve it? Absolutely not. We should have lost that game 2-3-0, to be perfectly honest. And where do we go from here? To Anfield. Oh, well, a bit of a pit stop at Red Star here on a Tuesday night. That'll be fun. You know what? I mean, it's Red. It's Red Star. But if we were playing Colchester again, would you expect us to beat them? Yeah. What do you want me to say? Then we're going to Anfield. Maybe we'll beat them. You know, who knows?
Knowing Spurs, we probably will.
Then we got, it's just a bit of a nightmare at the moment. Bring on January, please. Just bring in some players, please. This team, it's very obvious for fans to be flip-flopping and go, oh, we need more players, because it's not our money. But at the same time, it is so obvious this team needs investment. It is crystal clear to me because this team didn't have it for 2 whole years, right? So clear that it needs midfielders, and I don't know.
Cheers.